Hello friends and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to make green beans, potatoes, and ham with Creole seasoning. So everything you see on my counter is what we're going to use to make this. And this is one of those things where a lot of people make green beans, they use the canned stuff. I'm not really a fan of that so much. I'd rather actually take fresh green beans and snap them and make the whole deal. But a lot of times also people use bacon in this to season it up, give it a little flavor. I'm using ham because the ham tastes so good with the green beans and potatoes. It just makes something really kind of like amazing to eat that has such a flavor you don't really realize it until you've had it that way. So we're going to take a pound of fresh green beans and snap them. Make sure we get off all the stems and any brown parts or anything that really doesn't need to be in there. We're just going to work our way through this until we get them completely broken up. Now, some people will cook these lengthwise, like the whole thing, without snapping it, just taking off the stem. That's perfectly fine if you want to do it that way. I like breaking them up a little smaller, just more manageable, especially if you're going to have potatoes and ham and other things in here. You really just want to kind of go with the fact that, smaller green beans works for the fact that when you're using your fork, you can get the green bean, you can get some ham, you can get some potato. Because trust me, with all the flavor going on here, you just kind of want to have it all at once. So it's just what it's worth. So go ahead and if you got your fresh green beans, snap them. If you have the can, you can use the can, but there's a lot of sodium that comes in some of those cans and a lot of salt and stuff. You just really don't want to use that. So now we're going to take a medium onion and we're going to cut this up into smaller pieces. How big a piece you want of the onion is up to you. I just kind of make them a little on the smaller side just so it works really well for me. But just go ahead and have a medium onion ready to go for this and just cut it up. And then we're going to set this to the side because after this, we're going to cut up that ham that's going to go in there. So go ahead and clean up everything there and move it on. Now, the ham that I'm using is just because I had made a ham just a day or so before this, and I wanted to use it up and not let it go to waste. So I'm just taking hunks of that ham that are left over, especially the part that's around the bone. It's hard to cut anyway. That I'm just cutting into small pieces to go in here. Now, mind you, if some of this is already shredded and small, you don't have to cut it up. But I like to cut it into little hunks so that way, there's just little bits and pieces of this throughout the whole green beans. It just works for me the way to do this. So there's about 2 cups of ham here that I'm using. You can use more or less, it's up to you. I just like the taste that it gives, so I just go ahead and use it that way. So now we have about 4 potatoes here we're going to cut up. Basically we're just cutting them kind of like in hunks of potato to go into this. They don't have to be particularly large or small, but when you cut them up and you get them cut into your pieces, put them in some water in a bowl so that way they'll hold until we're ready to use them, just so they don't start turning brown or going bad or anything. So just cut up all 4 of them. I usually just cut across the potato and then cut across each of those pieces and then slice across them again. And that way I get my hunks that I'm putting in here. And like I said, once they're all done, get them in water so that way they stay really good until we're ready to use them. And now we're going to start with a large pot, or you can use a Dutch oven if you want it. We're putting about 3 tablespoons of oil in here. And then once we get this in, we're going to get this up to medium high heat because we want this pan to start warming up before we put the ham into it, because we're going to actually cook this for about 5 minutes because we want to get kind of like a browning around the edges of the ham because that's going to bring out a lot of the flavor. So you're going to need to move it around in that oil as it's cooking just to make sure that it starts to brown on all sides and everything. But along the way, we're going to add in that onion that we cut up just for the fact that we really want to get it cooking along the way as well, just a little ahead of time. And the best thing is, cooking that onion in the ham is not such a bad thing to do because it does give a lot of flavor to everything in there, so might as well do it. So just keep moving everything around in the pan, making sure it cooks, and then when you're ready, add in your onion to this. And then we're going to cook this, like I said, for probably about 5 minutes because in that time, not only is your ham going to brown around the edges, but also you're going to get a translucent thing going with your onions to where they're cooked through, they're softened, and that's going to make them work really well for what we're doing. So we just want to make sure that we get it totally cooked and ready for everything else to go in, because we want these cooked before we add anything in like the green beans or potatoes or anything like that. So once they're in, make sure you stir those onions throughout the ham and let it all cook. And then after 5 minutes, we're going to move on to doing other things to this. Now, as you're watching this and moving around, you're going to see your onions start to really go translucent. That's the best thing about it. That means they are cooked and they're ready to go. Because the worst thing in the world is to bite into something like your green beans and have crunchy onion in it. It doesn't really taste really well. So, once these are all mixed through, we're going to go ahead and move and add some other ingredients to this. Now, coming up, we're going to add in 4 tablespoons of butter to this because we want to give it a little bit of flavor. So we're going to put that in there. That's going to help out a lot. It's going to help cook what's ever in there. And then to this, we're adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper flakes. And we're going to get that completely in there and heat it up. And then we're going to add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. And then we're going to mix this up so all of these things kind of move around in our pot and are cooking. And then after we get this completely done and mixed through, we're going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic to this because the minced garlic is going to give it a little bit of an edge. It's going to give more flavor than what we already had in here, but it's going to work with everything that's there to make it taste really wonderful. So once your minced garlic is in there, we want to mix this up a little bit again and get the garlic distributed through everything that's in our pot. And we're going to work this for a few minutes, and then afterwards we're going to add in our potatoes. And then again, we'll end up mixing it to get everything coated, like the potatoes take on the flavor of everything that's already in the pot. So go ahead and mix that up a little bit before we bring in our potatoes. Now, before you bring your potatoes in, make sure you drain all that water out of them. Because if anything, the great thing about it is it's going to keep them from going bad while they're sitting, but also it'll get debris off your potatoes while they're sitting in there as well. So that's a good thing to actually dump that water out and make sure you have clean potatoes going into this. So once they're in there, stir, mix it up, get all of that flavor that's in there all over these potatoes. And then the next thing you're going to add to this is your green beans. Now, the green beans that we snapped up earlier, I already rinsed mine, cleaned them, they're ready to roll. Now they're inside the pot and we just want to go ahead and mix them through with everything else. And then once this is in here, I'm going to add some Creole seasoning. And I'm using at least a teaspoon or more of this because, you know what, this stuff tastes really good. This is Zatarain's Creole. And just give it a good splash of this over top of it. We're talking at least a teaspoon. And then after that is in there and everything's there, we're going to add about 5 cups of chicken broth to this. Now the whole thing we're trying to do here is get enough liquid in here to cover the green beans or get up around the top of them. So it should be about 5 cups depending on the size of your pot, whatever you're using. Just try to get enough in there to get this covered. And we want to get this temperature up before we start a time on how long it takes to cook these, because you want your temperature hot. You want that broth that's in there to get really warmed up before we get going. And then once it's hot, you're going to cook these for about 30 minutes. And that way you're going to get the green beans cooked. You're going to get the potatoes cooked. The ham is going to be hot. Everything is there. It's going to be done, and it's going to look something like this. And when you go to serve this, you can drain off a lot of this liquid and just basically put the majority of this into a serving bowl with just a little bit of the liquid. And when you're done and it's on your plate, it'll look something like this. And I gotta tell you, this has the most amazing taste, and I totally love this, and I think you will too. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out the Southern Mountain Kitchen website where you can get a free recipe, check out the cookbooks available from the Southern Mountain Kitchen, and if you'd like to, you could order a cookbook at a discounted price, cheaper than Amazon, with shipping that is also cheaper than Amazon. So if you get a chance, check it out, and I hope you have a great day.